Okay, for this next bit, we're gonna teach you how to cook a pizza. You'll come back to the freezer and grab a pizza. To open the freezer, you take your hand and you grab just by the seal. Pull it open just a little bit to let air come in, and then push your thumb to open it nice and easy. Now you'll notice we'll have stacks of pizza all throughout. Now, these two major shelves are the shelves for the pizzas. They have been organized where the top is the one that needs to be first out. We restocked, so now the bottom ones are the fresh ones, but these are the ones that need to be cooked first. So before you grab any food, you have to make sure you have your gloves on. All right, now that I have my gloves on, I can grab my pizza. So I grab a pizza out, and I'll take the paper with it just to hold underneath it. Okay, now I'm gonna take this pizza over to the pizza oven, and then we're gonna cook it, all right? Make sure to close the freezer. Now we're here at the pizza. One thing I need to make sure is that my temperature is set at 400 degrees. It is frozen, so I have to be careful to make sure that I don't just cook out the outside, but the inside gets cooked also. So when cooking, I'll pull out the tray, set it inside. Now, for the first little bit, I'm gonna set it for about 5 minutes so that it cooks and thaws a little bit. Then I'll set it for another 12 or so to let it cook up. Now, there's a little bit of time in there we let it thaw where the pizza is not being cooked at that high temperature. Otherwise, if you cook it too high, too fast, it just gets burned on the outside, yet it's still frozen on the inside. So you have to be very careful. Once this is done cooking, we'll pull it out, slice it up. Now that my pizza has dinged and it's done, I'm gonna review a few things that made it so that it would look really good. So after I get my gloves on, I'm gonna grab a tray out of the pizza warmer. All right, now it's kind of warm. So I'm gonna grab my pizza here. One thing that I did when I cooked it, is I cooked it for 4 minutes, let it sit 1 minute, cooked it for another 4, so it had time to raise. Now, here I have a nice golden brown crust. In the middle's done, the cheese is barely getting brown, and I'll slide it right onto that tray. So here, I cooked it 4 minutes twice and then 10 minutes. But I also made sure I came back to it and watched it so I didn't burn it. Now this looks really good. So, this looks really good. Now, to give a good slice of pizza, I know you've been cutting them in 1/8, but what we're gonna change is I want them cut into 6ths. All right? So we go straight across. Now imagine to yourself, you have this on the pan, that you want it in 3rds, okay? So we're gonna cut it right down in 3rds so that each half is in 3rds, so we get 6 slices of pizza. So then the pizza is actually a nice size, because one thing we are known here at the water park is making sure that our portions are large enough that they want to keep coming back and they feel that it is a good value. Once I've cut the pizza with the pizza cutter, I'll take it, put it in the warmer, and then it's ready to be served. Now, when somebody orders it, I'll take a plate that should be located just underneath the pizza warmer. Make sure I still have the gloves on, grab a piece, and then set it on the plate. Now it's ready to be served and handed out the window. Once again, this has been a training video on how to make a good pizza here at Spanish Fork Water Park concession stands.